All right, in the last video, we looked at available resources that are on Canvas, and those are all of the instructor created resources. The next thing I want to show you guys is the features and available resources on my math lab. So let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, so we're back into our homepage on Canvas. Now there's a couple ways to access the materials that we're going to be looking at today. So a couple things that you can do. You can go into modules, or if you go into any of the modules on the homepage that we discussed last time, you will find a link in the overview page and the assignment deadline page. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the Module A page. And if we come down to the bottom, we're going to see CCDM 114, My Math Lab links. Now I'm going to switch over to student view so that you can see what you'll see. These are the links that you will see on yours. And so we have the browser check. You should have gone through that last time to make sure that you are able to access all of the materials that are provided on My Math Lab. We're going to go through the All Assignments link later. And we also have the gradebook and the multimedia library and the e-text. So the first one that I want to look at is the e-text. You will need to click on this window in order to get into the e-text. All right, so now I've opened up the textbook, and so I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do while you're in here. If we come over to the left and we look at the top two icons, I'm going to look at this first one. This is Table of Contents. And if you scroll through the Table of Contents, you can go down to each section, each chapter. And you also, if you look down here, fourth from the bottom, you have answers to selected exercises. Just like with traditional textbooks. I know that as a student, I always liked it when the instructors assigned the odd problems because the answers were in the back of the textbook. Same thing here. No, they're not on the back of your computer, but they are in this link called Answers to Selected Exercises. All right, the other thing that you can do is I'm going to go into 1.2, Fractions and Algebra. To scroll around or to move around in the textbook, you can do one of two things. You have the little icon that looks, I don't know if it's supposed to be a mouse or what, but you can move this up and down to get to different pages. The other thing that you can do is down at the bottom of the screen, you can type in whatever page you want. If you're going to be going page by page, you can of course also use the arrows. So for instance, this is section 1.2. This is the section on fractions. So this is exactly what you would see in the physical textbook. Now there are a couple other things that are in here. If we come to page 15, if you notice in the margins here, there are two little icons. The first one looks like a pyramid with a top that's being removed. And this here is going to link you to something called You Try It. If you click on this link, it will take you to problems that are similar to the homework that you can do as many as you want, but they do not affect your grade. The other thing that you have is the thing that looks like a video camera. And the camera icon will link you to videos or animations. The difference between the videos and the animations, the videos, you can usually see the person who is talking to you, whereas animations are just going to be similar to what I do in my video presentations. You can see what's happening, you can hear what's happening all at the same time. So I encourage you to use these as other resources on top of the videos that I present. All right, so if you continue through the section, you'll see that we have all of the things that are in the videos that I prepare. Some of my videos are going to be more detailed. Others are going to be less, depending. This section, I do have a lot more videos than what is in here because I do want you to know exactly how to do fractions. So, if you keep going, we go through all of the material. I believe this one here, the one that looks like this third icon, I believe this is the animation icon. And so that's the other one that you can use to help you out. All right, if you keep going, you will eventually, this is a long section, you will eventually get to the homework, or I'm going to say homework in quotations, the exercises, the practice exercises. So these are the practice exercises that are in the textbook. These are just another resource that you can use. And again, if you do the odd number problems, you can access all of these. You can see all of the answers in that selected answers link from the table of contents. All right, that takes care of that. The next thing that I want to show you is the multimedia library. So the multimedia library, this is going to take you specifically to the videos or the animations or whichever ones work best for you. So for instance, I'm going to go into chapter 1. I'm going to go to section 1.3 and I can click on media types. So for instance, the two that I like are the animations and the videos. And so those are going to be the ones that I type in. And let's see what it comes up with. So animations, it says determining the order of real numbers. Whereas videos, we have classifying real numbers and a whole slew of videos there. And so if you don't want to sit there and go through each page of the textbook to find these, you can come here and just go to the section and see what's available. All right, the last thing that I do want to point out is the gradebook. Now, at the moment, there is nothing in my gradebook because I haven't done anything yet. And so we'll revisit this later. But as you can see exactly how many homeworks are available and how many you have completed. Make sure that when you look at this, that you keep in mind there is a difference between homeworks that you've opened and homeworks that you've completed and homeworks that you've never opened. If you have opened it, or you have completed it, or it's incomplete, it will register here as being submitted. Similarly for the quizzes and the tests. If you have never opened it, it will not be registered on this page. All right, so those are some of the links, some of the features that I did want to show you on the my math lab. The next video that I'm going to go ahead and prepare for you is going to show you submitting some of the features that are accessible to you through the homework.